in our local dialect, we say there is a statement that says that anda buyaga digal. That means that a long-lasting relationship is always a genuine relationship. Because if it is not genuine, it won't last long.
In early March, I spent 2 days listening to representatives from about 100 different cities in Europe, Africa, Latin America, and Asia, who shared the results of their decentralized cooperation projects. Over 150 participants were brought together in Brussels by the European Commission for a face-to-face conference on partnerships for sustainable cities. But what is decentralized cooperation practically? Decentralized cooperation is one way for local and regional governments from different countries and even different continents to engage and exchange with each other on various topics. Usually, the partnership grows from similarities. Two cities share similar sizes, contexts, and challenges and want to take advantage of a partner's experience on a specific matter. What do Ostend in Belgium and Banjul in the Gambia have in common? At a first glance, not much, but let's look closely.
The two Vietnam cities have much more in common than differences. We are all in the coastal area, and Banjul is also a port city, and Ostend also has a port, and Banjul is also a fishing landing site.
And what about Lublin in Poland and Chisinau in the Republic of Moldova?
We are similar cities in the sense that we are not so far from the border. We are the cities which are really changing. Even if Chisinau is capital city and Lublin used to be capital, but many decades ago, we have a lot to share.
But municipal partnerships don't just have to be between two cities. Take the case of Madia in Tunisia, which joined the long-term partnership between Kairouan, also in Tunisia, and Strasbourg in France, to work together on mobility and pedestrianisation.
On avance ensemble sur des thématiques qui nous touchent dans nos villes respectives. C'est pas parce que Strasbourg est déjà avancé sur les questions de mobilité active qu'on n'a pas encore des choses à améliorer. Et chaque ligne de piste cyclable qu'on veut étendre, chaque rue qu'on veut piétonniser, chaque rue école qu'on veut libérer des voitures, c'est un vrai combat. Et on a besoin encore et toujours de retourner auprès des citoyens et des citoyennes pour défendre ce droit à la mobilité. Et donc on avance ensemble avec Kairouan et Madia, on a les mêmes problématiques et on essaye de trouver des solutions ensemble.
So, these partnerships can address almost any topic that is relevant for local governance, such as mobility, climate change, digitalization of the public administration, waste and water management, or even heritage.
The story is that the representative of Chisinau visited Lublin and informed us, we want you. We want you, we know what you did in the public transportation in your city. We do not intend to work with Berlin, Paris, they are slightly too far. We know that all those people who implemented change in the public transportation, they are alive, they are in your staff, so let's try to do that together.
Planted 5,000 coconut trees on the beach to preserve the beach, fight coastal erosion, climate mitigation, it's part of it. A lot of other trees were planted. We were able to enhance or to improve the waste collection. I think also when it comes to strengthen the governance, it's a long way to go actually, but I think we were able to go to another level also.
Decentralized cooperation, which is also called peer-to-peer cooperation among cities and regions, is a tool. It helps, for instance, in delivering on sustainable development goals. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development says that 65% of the targets of the 17 SDGs will not be reached without proper engagement of and coordination with local and regional governments. The reasons for these successful partnerships are many. Dialogue among peers is easy.
The language we mostly share? English.
No, Spanish.
The historical ties in which the activities and the partnerships are anchored help the cities to face together the evolution of their contexts. They feed off of each other's reflections. The case of Banjul and Ostend is an interesting one because it's clear they both learn from each other.
The people of Ostend are always coming to Banjul. They are learning the ways of life, how we live, and they are interacting. Sometimes they spend there 3-4 months, working in Banjul, learning the culture, the people, the attitude, and everything. So that at least, now when they return here, now if they meet any, people from that end, then they can know how to approach them and what is expected right now to them.
Lublin and Chisinau use their partnership also to adapt to the flux of Ukrainian refugees fleeing the war.
In both of the cities, as we are so close to Ukrainian borders, the refugees arrived on the first day. And it is also the issue of the public transportation. When suddenly you have 50,000 new inhabitants, when you have 1.3 million of people going through the city, escaping from the war.
Beyond these successes, the participants also showed their concerns. Lubna from Madia shared that the absence of stable financing can have a really negative impact on the sustainability of their project.
C'est très important de faire des projets internationaux tels que le nôtre par exemple, mais la suite de tout ça, surtout que ça s'inscrit, du moins pour la municipalité de Madia, au niveau d'une vision qui a été faite par rapport à ça, puisque nous sommes en train de tout faire pour une vision stratégique de mobilité active. Et donc, si on s'arrête à 2 pistes cyclables et à 2 pistes de mobilité douce, ça serait dommage un peu, tout simplement parce que les financements propres, c'est un peu long à trouver, du moins pas tout de suite au niveau de la municipalité.
Indeed, the projects are funded by the EU under the previous multi-annual budget. The current European financial instrument does not allow direct access to funding for local and regional governments on the same scale and format. But a lot can be done at the country level. For instance, the EU delegation can include decentralized cooperation in their programs with the partner countries.
Il faut dire que c'est une personne qui est très impliquée, très motivée, il se déplace, il nous écoute, il a assisté aussi au comité de pilotage. Et le fait qu'il soit là, ça nous rassure aussi parce qu'on ne se sent pas seul. Et c'est très important qu'il nous comprenne autant, qu'il participe autant. Et c'est très important, oui.
Those partnerships are sustainable, and supporting them gives local authorities the means to be in the driving seat.